Hi guys, Julia here. As you can see, or rather not see, today's video is going to be a little bit different. And that is because I am actually going to be filming a screen recording of my computer, and I thought it would be good to change things up because today I am going to be talking about the creation of the cover for Missing Her. So I'm actually going to show you exactly what I sent to Demonza, the cover design company that I did the Scavenger with and Missing Her with. And I'm going to show you the drafts that they sent me, and I'm going to show you how the cover eventually came to be. So let's first start with what I sent to Demonza. So you can see I had this little folder that I set up with all the things that I wanted to send them. So I had a collection of a lot of different book covers and ideas, concepts that I wanted to cover. So I thought that this cover was really interesting, from The Girl on the Train and You Were Gone as well. They're both thrillers, and I thought that they just had a really good feel about them, if that makes sense. So You Were Gone has the blurry background, and then you can see the smudged lettering. The Girl on the Train has a movement to it where you can almost feel the movement of the cover, if that makes sense. So I liked the vibe that those covers were giving off. At the bottom, and I listed this in the email that I sent them, but I have the different key plot points that I thought I might want to include. So some of those did make it onto the cover, which I'll show you in a second when I show you the finished product. But the thing that really made the difference and kind of sparked the idea of what I wanted to do with Missing Her was this website I found of this artist, Catherine Mayhew, and she did this experimental book series where she redesigned a few covers from some really famous books. So she did Gone Girl, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, and Before I Go to Sleep. And what she did was she took the covers and she redesigned them and then took something out of them. So in Gone Girl, you can see that there's this piece of the picture that's not there, and it's almost pixelated and taken away. And then the Twin Towers are taken out in Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. And then my favorite, which is Before I Go to Sleep, the photos are actually taken out. So right away, when you look at the picture, you see that there's something missing. And I wanted that vibe and that mysterious quality of what was in those, why were they taken away, why is there a hole in this cover. I wanted that vibe to be in the Missing Her cover as well. So I sent all of those ideas to my cover designer, and they came back with some drafts. Okay, so these were the first two drafts that they sent. So you can see they have the blurry quality that I liked in Girl on the Train, and then they also have this looking through, or something is concealed or hidden behind the paper. They had those qualities there. I liked this one the best. I liked the vibe that it was giving off, although I thought that the color scheme was too similar to that of the Scavenger, and I wanted to make it clear that it wasn't a sequel. I wanted to make it clear that it was a standalone. I liked the fact that there was someone looking through this, but I didn't like the fact that it was a child, because the main character was a teenager. So I asked them to make a few changes. I requested that they make the center of attention a teenager, as Vanessa and Eliza are both teenagers, and I asked them to change, I believe, the kids at the bottom to something different because I just thought it seemed out of place on the cover. So those were the first two covers that they sent. And then they sent two more, which looked like these. So you can see they changed the teenager, which I really thought this cover was quite beautiful. And the model they had doing this was honestly quite beautiful, but it didn't have the vibe that I was looking for. It was too bland. The white was too whitewashed, for lack of a better term, and it just wasn't exactly what I was looking for. This one was better, but it wasn't thrilling me, and I wasn't really seeing what I liked. In addition to asking for the changes from the last drafts they sent in, I also requested that they send one without any people in it, and I sent them the website that I liked before with all of the different still life photos, I guess. And I said, try something along these lines with something taken out of a normal photo. This was the very first draft of the cover that eventually became Missing Her's real cover. So when you look at this cover, it immediately sets the tone for what the book is going to be about. You see these black voids, this negative space in the photo that show and like just give this like off-put vibe where you know that there should be light there, but it's not. Something's been taken out of the photo. I loved it. I thought that it was excellent. I just had a few minor changes. I wanted them to lift the letters a little bit just so it was a little easier to read the S's and the M. I also wanted them to change it because right now it looks like they're in a high story building like in the city, and they're in more of a rural area in the book, so I wanted it to be a rural setting in the background. And I also wanted to include a pinwheel. It was great, they already had a teddy bear here and a blanket here, which both of those have significance in the book, but I also wanted to include a pinwheel because I feel like when you read the book you'll understand that also has a significance to the plot. So that is where the final version of Missing Her's cover came from. So you can see we have the pinwheel here. The letters have been lifted up. There's still pieces taken out of the S to have that 3D quality. And I also changed this because in the last one I thought that it was a little too boxy to have this here, so I asked them if they could change it to something with a little more dimensions, so that's where the computer came from. And the background was also changed to a more rural setting. So you can see there were a lot of little changes that were made. The font I also asked to make it a little more blocky. They gave all different options. They were very, very easy to work with. Whenever I asked them to change something, they did it immediately. They had very good response time, so I had an awesome time working with them. It was honestly, it took a little while. For the scavenger, when I received the first few drafts, I kind of figured out from there which one I wanted, but it just took a little longer to settle on something for Missing Her because I had this vibe that I wanted to portray, and it just took a little bit longer to get there than it did with the scavenger. I'm so happy with the cover, and I hope you guys enjoyed looking behind the scenes and seeing kind of how that cover was created. So now I have a special announcement from a different Julia, so I am going to send you guys over there now. Hi guys, different Julia here. So I hope you enjoyed learning about how the cover design for Missing Her was created. I'm in love with the cover and I think it's super cool, and it took a while to get there, but I'm so glad that I took the time that I did. So because it is in the week leading up to Missing Her, I have another winner from my pre-sale giveaway. So the winner for this week is, drumroll, this person. Congratulations, because you have won a Missing Her mug. So the Missing Her mug is exclusive to the pre-sale giveaway. You will not be able to get it anywhere else. This is what it looks like. So on one side it has the cover for Missing Her, and on the other side it has hashtag Find Eliza, who is the girl that goes missing in Missing Her. So congratulations, I hope you enjoy your Missing Her mug. You will be receiving an email soon with instructions on how I can get this to you. Thank you so much for pre-ordering Missing Her. I really hope you enjoy it. So if you would like to enter the pre-sale giveaway, there is still time to do so, so make sure that you fill out that Google form down below with your proof of purchase from Missing Her's pre-order. You can pre-order Missing Her if you haven't already, and that link will be down below as well. So thank you for stopping by. Bye!